Hello everyone, welcome to 10th Maths. This is Monica and in this video we'll see Chapter 1 Real Numbers Exercise 1.4. Third bit. Third question is first bit, third question. It is first bit, third question 6 plus root 2. He is asking to prove that 6 plus root 2 as an irrational number. Here we'll assume the opposite one, that is 6 plus root 2 as a rational number. Rational number. If it is a rational number, then there must exist a comma b such that 6 plus root 2 equals to a by b, where a and b are co-primes. That is, a and b have only common factor as a 1. Take 6 to the right side, what you'll get? Minus 2 minus 6. Root 2 equals to a by a minus 6b by b. By taking LCM, a minus 6b by b. Here it is a irrational number and this whole term is a rational number, since we consider that a and b are rational. So irrational cannot be equals to a rational. What we assumed is false. What we assumed as a rational number, but irrational cannot be equals to a rational number. What we assumed is false, so we can conclude as 6 plus root 2 as a irrational number. Here next one, root 5. He is asking to prove that root 5 is a irrational number. Here if it is a irrational number, then there must exist a comma b such that a and b are co-primes, and root 5 equals to a by b. Here by rewriting the equation, what you'll get? B root 5 equals to a. Squaring on both sides, b square 5 equal to a square. Here what we got? A square equals to 5b square. It means 5 divides a. It means 5 divides a square. By the theorem 1.6, what we can conclude that 5 also divides a. If 5 divides a, then how we can write? A equal to 5c, where c is some positive integer. Again put this a in the equation 1. What you'll get? 5c whole square equals to 5b square. Then 25c square equals to 5b square. 5 ones are 5 5s are. 5c square equals to b square. Here what we can say? If by the theorem 1.6, so we have seen in the previous class, what the theorem says is, if p square divides a square, if p divides a square, then p also divides a. For better understanding, please watch the previous video. Here if 5 divides b square, then 5 also divides b. From these two statements, what we can conclude? 5 divides a and 5 divides b. But to be root 5 as a rational number, there must only exist a common factor 1, not other than 1. Here what we are getting? If 5 is dividing a, then we can say that 5 is a factor of a, and here also 5 is a factor of b. By these two statements, what we assumed as a root 5 equals to a by b as a rational number. To be a rational number, then there must exist only common factor 1. But we are concluding that 5 is also a common factor for both a and b. So what we assumed is false. Hence, what we can say? Root 5 is not a rational number. It is an irrational number. Irrational number. What we assumed is false. Here 5 is a factor of both a and b. So what we assumed is false, and we can conclude that root 5 is a irrational number. Here last one, fifth one. Watch the video till the end so that I will give key points at the end of the video. Here what is saying? 3 plus 2 root 5 as an irrational number. Here we'll assume the same process. We'll assume sum a by b. If it is a rational number, then there must exist a by b. By taking 3 to the right side, what we'll get, and again take 2 to the right side, what you'll get? A minus 3b by 2b. Here this is a rational, this is the whole term is rational, and this term is irrational. Again, irrational cannot be equals to rational, so 3 plus 2 root 5 is irrational number. It is not a rational number. Here if it is a rational number, then this condition must satisfy. That is, root 5 must be equals to a minus 3b by 2b. But irrational cannot be equals to rational. This condition is not satisfying. What we assumed that rational, and we go on solve the problem. At the end, the condition is what we got is false. So we can say 3 plus root 5 as an irrational number. Here we can take key points from the first bit. Here what we can say is sum or a difference of a rational number and irrational number is a irrational number. If 2 is a rational number and root 5 is a irrational number, what we can conclude as a irrational number? 2 plus root 5 is a irrational number. We have seen in the first bit example as 6 plus root 2, where 6 is rational, root 2 is irrational, but at the end 6 plus root 2, the whole term is irrational. This is rational, this is irrational. Both the terms, if we add both the terms, we'll get irrational. And also product of rational and irrational is also irrational. And the coefficient of rational and irrational is also irrational term. Here this is a coefficient, what you'll get? A equals to bq plus r. Q is the coefficient and a is the dividend, b is the divisor, r is the remainder. Here if we consider a and b as one as a rational and other as a irrational, the coefficient what we'll get is a irrational number. And sum of two irrational numbers need not be irrational. If you are adding sum of two irrational number, here we have seen that rational and irrational. If if we add two irrational numbers, suppose root 2 and minus root 2, these both are irrational numbers. If we add both, what you will get? Root 2 plus minus of root 2 equals to 0, equal to 0. Here 0 is a rational. That means what he is saying is Sum of two irrational numbers need not be irrational. It can be rational. This is the example. Product of two irrational numbers need not be irrational. Here we consider one example. See, root 2 and 3 root 2. By doing the product, root 2 into 3 root 2 is 3 into 2 is 6. This is a rational number. What we can say? Product of two irrationals need not be irrational. It can be rational. These points are very useful in doing each and every problem. If you like the video, please do like, comment and subscribe. Bye for now. We'll meet in the next video.